Well, hello everybody. This is Reagan, your RV Traveler's Voice, and coming to you on a slightly different topic today. And this one's for all you RVers out there that are part-timers that have to ensure that your sticks and bricks, your home, back home, is well taken care of and in good shape while you're out and about enjoying the RV life. And one of the things that we as part-timers as well often have to, I'll say not worry about, but make sure it's taken care of, is that our yard is taken care of and that the lawn stays watered, particularly during these hot months of the summer. And while we do have an automatic sprinkler system with several zones on it and several settings and so forth, sometimes with the power goes out, and when it comes back on, it resets our system. So we have to make sure that we have someone available, someone around to come in and check on our system in those times. So one of the things we're going to do today is trying to alleviate some of those issues and put in a different sprinkler controller, one that we can control remotely. And so we're going to kind of walk you through that and give you some tips and pointers that I'll learn as I go through and replacing out our sprinkler controller and making it one where we can control it from while we're on the road having fun, in case things here at home don't quite go as planned as far as maintaining consistent power to our sprinkler system. So stay tuned. So the product that I'm going to be trying out on this nice and sunny day is this Ratio 3 Smart Sprinkler Controller. And picked this up on sale at Costco. And so just going to try it out, see if it's an easy swap out. It says you can install it in less than 30 minutes and be up and running. So we're going to give that a try. I'm sure mine will take a little bit longer than that, but we're going to put it in replacement of our existing Hunter brand controller. So here's a quick look of what comes in the box. We have the controller itself with the fully assembled faceplate on, power supply, installation and startup instructions, and the warranty card, and a few mounting bolts as well. And here's what we're starting with. This Hunter controller, fully wired controller, and it does have a rain sensor, and supposedly this rain sensor does interface with the Ratio. Just open it up here and just kind of show you what we have going on here inside the box. And we're going to disconnect this and then look to put our new controller right here in its place. And before we start to open things up, one of the things we make sure and do is make sure we have the power cut off, so you can see breaker number 9 here, the sprinkler, and breaker number 9 is off. And we confirm over here on the unit, we no longer have any power to our sensor nor to the box. Now you can say we could just unplug it up here, but that I just want to make sure, doubly sure, we have no power. I'm going to go ahead and unplug it from the wall as well now that we have that wall outlet off. We could have done the same thing. If yours is direct wired, just again make sure that you have turned off the power to the unit at the breaker if you have to. Opening up the old box is pretty straightforward. Just pressing on the side and it'll expose the existing wiring. Wiring to the power there on the left, and on the right you'll see each of the zones wired in, as well as the existing sensor wiring. So we're going to take a picture of this, make sure we know which line goes with which number, and we'll probably get some tape and label each of those zone wires as we take them off, so which zone to put them back on. Doesn't say to do that in the instructions, but otherwise there's not going to be any way for me to remember exactly which wire is which unless I put a little tape and number it. And now that we have all the zone wires disconnected and labeled, we have the sensor wires disconnected and labeled, appropriate power wires all disconnected, we're going to pull them back through the holes and remove the 3 mounting screws and see if we can pull this box off the wall. The new sensor controller is mounted to the wall, and now it's time to connect up the wires. Let's just hope the labeling held. Looks like it did. So we'll get them all wired up and see what's next. All the wires are connected for each of the zones. The common wire for the zones is connected over on the left, and we have the sensor wires connected to the 24 volt AC plus and minus, and sensor 1, sensor 2 as we took it off the previous controller. Now moving on to the next step to connect the power and power it up. It's all wired up. I have downloaded the app and programmed all of the zones into the app, run it, tested it. The rain sensor is working, it's back on the green light. Now all that's left to do is put the faceplate back on. We're going to bend those wires gently into that cavity space there, and then put the cover plate back on it and let it run. And here we have the final installation. Power applied, all the wires neatly tucked away, and the faceplate on it. We still have a few of the previous mounting holes to fill up, but overall it's good to go. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and I just wanted to wrap up on the installation and review of the Ratio sprinkler controller. It's been a couple of months now since we've had it running, and overall been very well pleased with it, and the program allowing a lot of flexibility on how to set it up and everything. But the main thing I want to get back to is it's given us a little bit more peace of mind when we've been out and camping throughout this summer, what's turned out to be the driest and hottest summer pretty much on record here. And as you can see there in the background, the Ratio's done its job, kept the trees nice and healthy, kept the lawn nice and healthy green as well. So just to wrap things up here as we get things just about ready to go for our next camping trip. I just want to say, if you're looking for a little peace of mind while you're out there part-timing it, want to make sure things are taken care of well back at home as far as your landscaping, you might want to check out the Ratio controller. I'm Reagan, your RV Traveler's Voice, and happy camping.